All right, so it's not quite camping season anymore, but we are West Coasters and we're no wusses. So this episode of Go Fraser Valley, we're here in Kilby in the outdoors, checking out all of the eagles. Thanks for joining us on this episode of Go Fraser Valley. Now later in the show, we'll meet some homegrown hockey talent, and because it can get a wee bit nippy now, we'll also meet some local quilt makers. But the reason we're outdoors today here at Kilby is because of the many bald eagles and the annual festival. And with me today is eagle expert David Hancock to tell us more about these majestic birds and the annual festival. David, thanks so much for joining me.
Wonderful to be here. Wonderful.
So there is an annual bald eagle festival.
We are in our 17th annual bald eagle
Wonderful.
festival. And every year for the last 17 years, pretty much, the number of eagles has been increasing at the festival time. Later on in the season, there might be more or there might be less. But every year by the third weekend of November, the numbers have got higher and higher. And just out there a few minutes ago, I was just out in the boat, and on the flats part, not including the bay, which is Harrison Bay right behind us,
right?
But on the flats right in front of the Chehalis River, there were 2,180 eagles sitting out there this morning. Only 2,180. Where normally we get around 800 to 1,200, maybe 1,500 by this time of the year. So there's probably well over 3,500 out there totally, maybe 4,500 in this little valley right here, right now.
Wow.
It's incredible.
Now, why do the eagles come to particularly right here in the valley?
Same reason you did. It's gorgeous. And there's lots of good food. And it's the food that really they're here for. The Chehalis-Harrison River is the most productive salmon river in Canada. And as the ice freezes over the rivers and seals the salmon carcasses underneath it, there's nothing for them to eat. So they keep coming farther and farther south. Probably 10,000 eagles.
Wow.
I mean, it's the greatest gathering of eagles in the entire world that's ever been known.
So when do they start arriving and how long do they stay?
They start coming in October, and they'll stay right through until the fish are gone and eaten out, which can be in January and into February some years.
Now, why are eagles so special? Like, I know it is kind of rare to see them other than at these predator times. What's the mystery and the mystique around these birds?
Well, at one point, they were much lower in numbers. They had been shot and persecuted like most birds that are competitors with us.
Now, was this many years ago?
This is about 50 years ago.
Okay.
And the eagles have built their numbers up since then marvelously. And so now we have more eagles on the coast than we've ever had in the past numbers of years. For anybody interested in nature, it's an awesome thing to see the world's largest collection of eagles in such a small area.
And such a natural happening, nothing contrived.
Nothing contrived. It's all the natural spawn, and that's the thing that we got to be so careful about not losing. And that's what it's all about. Lots of good salmon, there will be eagles.
And hopefully that continues for many more years beyond
so.
17.
I hope so.
And if you want to get some more information, like you did mention some specific areas, but if they want to get more information on the eagles themselves, where can they go?
Well, the best way to go is to go to the website.
And that is?
And that is hancockwildlife.org. And you go to live cameras. And right now you can see 2,000 eagles right there in front of the tower, which is just a little bit from us right here. And it looks out on the flats with all those eagles. It's quite awesome.
That's really wonderful and such an amazing thing to witness.
It is.
So thank you very much for your time, David. We appreciate it very much, and hopefully the eagle count gets higher and more people come out and it continues on.
We hope they come out and say hello.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Stick around, lots more to come on Go Fraser Valley.